Yo guys, Mama Type Art here. We have another video today. Today we're going to be talking about 10 fragrances that I don't like. And there's good reasons for these. Let's get right into it and I'll explain the reasons why I don't like these fragrances. Explain the profile. And yeah, this should be an interesting video. And if you guys like the intro, comment below that you like it, because I made this myself and you'll see the watermark on the side of where I got it from, obviously. And yeah, just glad to have new starting. I'm updating my thumbnails on YouTube, and I'm also have this new intro, so enjoy the video. Boo!
Pump up the bass line.
Hello guys, Woman Type Art here. 10 fragrances I dislike, and these are just based on my personal opinions, high warnings, and from my personal experiences. Number one's gonna be Lorenzo Pagzalia. It's gonna be Sugar Kisses. It absolutely smells like trash. It smells like hand lotion, cocoa butter hand lotion that you get at Dollar Tree, and it literally smells exactly like that. As soon as I got it, I had to throw it out because it was that bad. Number two, Smoking Hot by Killian, and I got a dupe of it from Dapper Fragrances. This fragrance is very smoky, very cherry forward, and it just the impression that I got off of it is that it's very, very smoky. And when I had my father test it, he just hated it. He just wanted to really scrub it off. He just wanted to scrub it off. So he didn't like that fragrance at all. Number three, it's gonna have to be Dior Sauvage. It's overplayed, overused, too cloying. Usually when you want a fragrance, you want it to be smooth, not too pungent, not annoying. It gave me a headache. It's super popular and I just didn't like it. Number four is Creative Ventus. The Creative Ventus DNA is absolutely crazy. Does it smell good? It's alright. It's just the popularity. Most of these fragrances are interesting because it's based on popularity. As far as my nose, as far as does it tickle my nose, it's alright. There's a couple fragrances that I will say that I did really, really, truly enjoy, and that's gonna be for the next video. But this is just too popular for me. I don't like it. Number four, Apollonia by Xerjoff. This had Apollonia Xerjoff in it, but this fragrance is iris musky, and it's gotten me the compliment of someone like nursing home or grandma, and I was upset when I got that compliment. I was like, whoa, really? And they're like, yeah, I just wanted to be straight up with you because you collect fragrances and stuff, but it smells like grandma. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's just the compliment factor. The DNA, is it good? Yeah, but if you really think about it, this is more like a formal scent. So if you have a suit, I think this would be kind of like one of those fragrances that you would wear. Kind of similar to Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford. Kind of one of those fragrances, very powdery. And yeah, number five is gonna have to be, sorry, putting fam in the belay today. Man, the Versace Eros DNA. It's something I truly dislike because everyone's wearing it. When I wore this, actually, it reminded me of my girlfriend of smelling like her ex, and I'm like, oh, that's one of the worst compliments you can get when you're wearing a fragrance. Is like, I remember my ex-boyfriend wearing this. Oh, one of the worst. I truly believe that's one of the worst compliments you can get. Is that even a compliment? I don't think it's a compliment. But yeah, that's why I don't wear this anymore. This was full all the way to the top. I wore it a couple times, and obviously when I got to a point where I got that compliment, I was like, yeah, I'm done. So. Number six, Inicio. There's actually two. We're gonna put number six, Inicio Addictive Vibrations. It's Vanilla Orchid Forward. It's very feminine, and I didn't expect it to be so feminine. I thought maybe it should be mixed because the honey's there and you have other aspects, but it's Vanilla Orchid. I thought it was gonna be in the background, but no. It's Vanilla Orchid Forward. It's for sure feminine. Didn't like it because of that. Inicio Magnetic Blend 1. Man, you really have to like Sometimes I grab this and I play around with it with other fragrances to see what it would smell like. man, you really, really have to like animalic scents, because this smells like, the amber here isn't bad. I love the amber in this fragrance. It's really, really good. But the thing about this is that's animalic. And if you never smell animalic before, is if you ever had a sweaty dog, a wet, damp dog, that kind of that's what the animalic aspect of it really, really smells like. It's basically that. It's kind of like, it's a animalic musk almost. That's the best way to put it. A dirty animalic musk. That's what an animalic scent is, if you never smelled one before. So I would grab your dog, throw him outside in the mud, in the dirt, have him get all dirty, throw water on him, and let him sit for like 24 hours like that. And that's what this scent is. It's not bad, but it's very, very hard to wear for sure. You need to find a good fragrance to mix it with. I mean, that's why they call it the Magnetic Blend 1, because you're supposed to be mixing it with other fragrances. And I'm thinking about buying my Magnetic Blend 7, because I heard that one's musky in its own way. And I was like, okay. So I think my next purchase is going to be my Magnetic Blend 7, but I didn't like this one. It's too animalic. You have to mix it with stuff, and it's just not something that I'm going to be buying a full bottle of. I think we're on number 7. We'll keep on going. Argos Trample Batches. Batches, yeah. So, with this fragrance, bro, it smells too similar to Intense. It smells like Red Tobacco by Mancera. And that's what's disappointing about this fragrance, is that when you buy fragrances, reading those comments are super important, because you don't want nobody to lead you astray from a certain fragrance. And you don't want nobody to lead you astray. Sorry, someone was giving me a phone call in the middle of my video. You don't want somebody to lead you astray. And this is one of those fragrances where it's like, man, it just smells too similar to Red Tobacco. It smells too similar to it. So there's no need to buy a full bottle of this if you had a clone of Red Tobacco or something, because it just smells similar to it, so it's not worth it. Number 8, Diesel by Sound of the Brave. Diesel by Sound of the Brave by Diesel. There we go. This fragrance doesn't get touched in my collection often, because the compliments that I got off of this one is it smells like Invictus. So you kind of get the synthetic aquatic vibe. Very fresh, bubblegummy. It's just comforting that DNA. And it's just alright to me. It's not jaw-breaking technology, you know. And you realize most of these fragrances, like I said, the Aventus DNA, the Eros DNA, the Diesel DNA, the Invictus DNA. It's like, it just doesn't intrigue me. Now let's get into the ones that I was actually on the fence of liking, but I disliked for the next 2. So for number 9, it's gonna take me a bit because I have to regain those memories again about these specific fragrances. Is this is a good one. 724 by Maison France Kirkdejan, whatever his name is. This fragrance is way similar to Gentle Fluidity Silver by him also. So if you have one, you don't need the other. And I think this is one of those fragrances where it's like, if you have one, you don't need this. If you have one, you don't need it. You're just honestly wasting your time if you're looking for something fresh, neutral smelling, crystal-like, water-like. It just smells similar to Gentle Fluidity Silver. Yeah. This one might be more crystal clean, but Gentle Fluidity Silver has like this musk acid to it. And the 724 kind of has like this crystal water like. And I already have this, so it's redundant to have this. You don't want this if you already have one or the other. and that's why I didn't like it. And then number 10, there'll be a bonus at the end of this video, is there was this one fragrance that I had that was that's why everybody has a sample file, right? There was one that I really didn't like. Leighton. I didn't like Leighton, and a lot of people are gonna get triggered. Leighton is something that is, again, a lot of people wear it. A lot of people like this DNA, but my thing is you have so many other different options when it comes to Leighton. So many different options. You have, literally no joke, you have Boss number 6. I think this is Boss set number 6. Let me double check. And I started with this fragrance. Hugo Boss number 6. And this kind of gives you that Leighton aspect too. It's just like this. So say Hugo Boss number 6. So have like the hashtag 6. And this smells like it. You don't need to get Leighton if you have this. This gives you the same thing in the same ballpark as Leighton. Maybe up the sweets a little bit. And that's what Boss number 9 does. You have so many clones out there for most of these fragrances. It's redundant. It's redundant. What the hell am I talking about? It's not needed to have the actual fragrances when you have clones. And that's why I don't really like the actual fragrances, because of the fact that they're too popular. They smell like grandma. They give bad memories of the past. And I think that's what most of these fragrances do. Except Givenchy Gentleman Boise. Didn't like that one, that was too woody. And Leighton, because it's just so overplayed, you know? Like most of my, this is another Creative Ventus DNA fragrance. Black Walnut Legend by Banana Republic. And this does the same thing. Pineapple, birch, musky. And if you already have Explorer, you don't need 10,000. It's just super overplayed. Next on my list that I truly didn't like is going to have to be what is that fragrance? Kind of jog my head for a bit. Be right back. I got one. Green Irish Tweed by Creed. This fragrance is lemon verbena. Just doesn't kick my stuff into gears. It really doesn't. And I don't know if it's because of the fact that this DNA has been overplayed or the clones again. Ooh, what's that? There's a musk-ass scent to this that I just truly don't like. Let me look up the notes of Green Irish Tweed. I know a lot of people absolutely like go crazy about this fragrance. But for me, it just doesn't do it. I think I'm just disliking the violet note in this. Yeah, I think it's the violet note that I just really don't like. Because I usually like iris and lemon. And same the one in ambergris. But I think that violet leaf note just doesn't do it for me. It's very dated. It's very old school. And it just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, it just really truly doesn't do it for me. It's not a jaw-dropping factor. Another bonus that I can tell you that I'm not liking currently is, and there's a reason why I have so many decants of fragrances, is I actually really started liking Paragon back again into my fragrance, because that's something I truly liked. Armor by English Laundry. So this fragrance is a bad boy fragrance that is not to my part. I don't like this. My girlfriend likes this fragrance because it smells like a bad boy, but there's just something about this I really, really don't like. And I'm not sure if it is the, I'm waiting for it to dry down. Maybe the lemon zest is what I don't like. It's just too punchy for my own personal liking. People say it smells similar to Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Yeah, and it's just the longevity is just not good with this fragrance. The longevity isn't good. And I agree with that. Somebody's coming to the longevity, and I'm like, yeah, the longevity's ass. And most of these fragrances, and I think this smells really, really similar to Green Iris Tweed. Maybe because I'm noticing something that smells very similar to Green Iris Tweed. Probably that lemon. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm comparing it to. And that's why I dislike most of these fragrances. So that's the Creative Ventus DNA, the Invictus DNA. Yeah, I'm bashing a lot of stuff here. So I'll just mix it so it's not too confusing. Apollonia by Xerjoff, Versace Eros, Magnetic Blend No. 1 by Initio, Addictive Vibrations by Initio, Triumph of Botches by Argos, 724 by Mason France Kirk de John, Armor by English Laundry, and Green Iris Tweed. Most of these fragrances, you can sample them. I recommend sampling, even though I dislike these. The ones I would probably highly suggest you reviewing and sampling is probably, I would most definitely review Magnetic Blend 1, just for your own curiosity of what an animalic smell is, because that's a pretty good example of that. If you want something close to Creative Ventus, go for Mont Blanc Explorer, which is what I have. I would highly recommend you sample that if you want a Creative Ventus DNA fragrance. In Apollonia by Xerjoff. If you're a female, Addictive Vibrations, pull the trigger on that one if you like Vanilla Orchid, or just the Orchid scent in general. If you like classier, dated scents, so something from like back in the day, then your Green Irish Tweed is a good scent for you to sample. And if you want something generally very, very popular and gets you a lot of compliments, then the Sound of the Brave by Diesel is probably going to be your best bet. I just don't like it because it's too bubblegummy. I don't like really a lot of synthetic scents. I like my stuff natural, clean, very orientated, very nicely done. And I think that's just my thing for niche fragrances, is that sometimes they can be very, very well done, like what Xerjoff does, what I'm realizing what Argos does, and what I'm realizing now is Creed does really, really well. Like, this is going to be in my video. Royal Water, it does not last, but like, the ingredients that are in this fragrance, so good. Like, when I spray this, I feel like I'm clean, I'm ready to go for the day. I smell spicy, I smell like I have class. This is really, really good, and that's what I like about niche fragrances sometimes, is that they just have that class factor to them. And I'll just close it out here. The video's been a little bit too long. For my next video, you guys are gonna see 10 fragrances that I do like. And that one's gonna be super interesting because there's a lot that I'm going to talk about that with, and I'm gonna say what's my signature scent in that. I'm not gonna gatekeep it because it's a very, very good fragrance, and I believe that if you want a good fragrance, you are going to get it from out of your own nose. Again, not because of popularity. This gets me a bunch of compliments and I want you to get this. No, it has to be something that you truly like, you truly enjoy. And these 10 fragrances that I truly like are going to emphasize on that a lot. And I'm going to be getting into detail on why I really, really like those fragrances. If you guys liked the video, comment, like below. Do not forget to like and comment because I read the comments. And I try to involve more videos around the comments that get dropped. And yeah, have a nice day today. Today is Sunday, September 22nd. And yeah, if you guys want to smell good, always sample first. Thanks 15 for Scent Box. That's one of the codes, thanks 15. And another code I can probably give you is one that I use very often. I think it's HIM20 on Decantex, but don't quote me on that. There's a lot of codes. Cheat codes to the game is, I'll see you for the next video. Peace out, guys.